everyone, we're back with another video. This video is sponsored by Nurses.co.uk, so check them out. So let's get straight into it. Today's video are my tips on how to get through working in a pandemic. Now, we all know it's difficult working in a pandemic, especially not being aware of what's going to happen tomorrow. But today, my tips will help support you get through working during the pandemic. So my first tip will be is take a break from COVID-19 by not watching the news. Now, you might think that's a little bit crazy because, you know, you want to stay up to date. But where you're in a position where you're on the front line and you're working in the midst of COVID-19, you already face the pressures of working through it. So therefore, having the news on all the time, updating you with the statistics, can cause a lot of unneeded stress. We know that in past times, the news can increase anxiety levels. So where you're already anxious and working on the front line, it's best to safeguard yourself. Not saying don't watch the news at all, however, consider how long you tune into the news. My tip number 2 would be stay in contact with friends and family. Now, we know it's a time where we are not able to do the things that we used to do, hang out with friends, hang out with family. So it's important to pick up the phone, call your family members, call your friends, but why not do this via video chat? This will allow some face-to-face contact and also help support you feel supported and safe during this time. My tip number 3 will be take a walk. Now, I know that it's getting to the winter times and it's a bit cold, but going outside for some fresh air, new scenery, observing what's around you that you maybe never noticed before will actually help support you in clearing your mind and thinking of things outside of COVID-19. My tip number 4 will be consider meditation or yoga. There are many platforms out there that can help support your levels of anxiety and stress during this time. I would recommend the Calm app, Headspace. Also, you can access information on mind.org.uk. Also looking at YouTube videos that go through mindfulness exercises, yoga, or you can also use YouTube to just watch funny videos, funny things that you're interested in, so that can help support you in taking your mind away from COVID-19 when you're not at work. My tip number 5 will be eat nutritiously. Eat foods that will help boost your immune system. Now, I know right now it's getting cold and, you know, we want to wrap up, but eating foods to help support your immune system will help you keep mentally and physically safe. Foods that you can consider are citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, lemon. Also, you can consider including greens into your diet. This can be like broccoli, spinach, and kale. Other foods that help support and boost your immune system are ginger, garlic, turmeric, yogurt, and zinc. So zinc you can find in tablet form. The next tip would be practice gratitude. Now, I know this sounds kind of cliche, but once you get into gratitude exercises, you find that you have a lot more to be grateful for, or a lot more going for yourself than you actually noticed. And that is totally understandable because we're working in unprecedented times when we are not aware of what's going to happen today or tomorrow. But practicing gratitude can maintain that positivity and boost our spirits, and therefore also increase our working experience. To practice gratitude, you can start off by daily thinking about 3 things you're grateful for. Now, this can be basic things such as having a place to stay, having a place to sleep, having food, having a job, even though it's a difficult job and during these times it can be difficult, but practicing gratitude can help support your positive mind and therefore boost your morale. Through practicing gratitude, you can also incorporate breathing exercises. This can help support you when you're feeling anxious or stressed, even at work. You can carry out breathing exercises. There are many types of breathing exercises that you can find on various apps that I mentioned before, such as Headspace, the Calm app, but also there are YouTube videos. When practicing mindfulness, you can also search breathing exercises. Next tip, and I think this is the most important tip, is again, Ask for what you need. In the last video, I spoke about the importance of asking. Now, I find at times nurses just get on with what they got to do with the minimal resources they have. But during this COVID-19 pandemic, it is very important that we not only safeguard ourselves, but we also safeguard our patients. Asking for the correct equipment, if this is PPE, ensuring you're working within the guidelines of the NMC and public health is very key during this time. As nurses, we want to help support those that come into our care, but also support our families that we go back home to. So it's very important that you take this time to be aware of what is required from nurses in regards to the PPE that we should wear in, and asking management for this. Last and final tip, I think, is the hardest tip. And this tip is to remind yourself and others around you that we will get through this. After all, teamwork makes the dream work, right? So if we continue to work as a team when we're at work, support each other within our capacity, we can overcome this. Now, I know sometimes your shift might be very difficult, and when you get home, you're really stressed and drained. However, if you consider some of the tips that I have mentioned in this video, I'm sure that will help support your mindset and also create an overall positive morale when working during this pandemic. Hope you got something from this video. Thank you for listening, guys, and stay tuned to our next video. Bye.